Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Planet Crafter, Part 8, basically. So we're going to continue up. Our next thing to do is to continue setting up Tier 3 ore extractors for things. And stuff like that. As you can see, I left it going after stream yesterday. I really just sat here. Didn't really do anything else. I just sat here and let things build up and let the mammals get to it. So we have 4 hours, 52 minutes until complete terraformation for Prime here. So let's see, we need to set up uranium as our next thing. And I need titanium as well. That should be enough for everything. Over here, which is fine because this is the direction we're going to need to go in. Oh yeah, I got stuck on the rock again, didn't I? Keep on forgetting that rock's there. Sure. We'll take a chest as we go by. Wait. It's the freaking deal got to me. Oh. Let me take that apart so I don't forget. Oh yeah, we had this little ship here. We can go. Actually, can we even do anything with this? I don't even remember if we can. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there's this little bit of cargo in here. That's it. It's a little tiny ship, but it does have a pretty good bit of resources in it for you. Especially if you wait until later once you have everything pretty much unlocked. Get some nice stuff out of it real quick. Also, I just noticed that the beacon is not really working while we're in here, so I'm going to try to set it to a nice pink color here. See if that'll help us make it stand out a little bit. I have already gotten that. When I was over here setting up my first uranium, I'd already gotten that. There it is. That's a quartz. I'm gonna watch it and see where it goes. Looks like it's gonna land up here. I definitely want the quartz. Oh, damn! I was hoping to save it. Unfortunately, I only got like 6 quartz out of that. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Usually, you get like at least 10, maybe 9, not 10. More. Hmm. Oh yeah, I didn't bring osmium for that. Take our old shortcut. I've noticed you do fall a lot slower with it. The tier 5 jetpack. You do fall a lot slower. You still can't stay up there indefinitely. Maybe you'll get there. Maybe we can get there eventually. Oh, I got a 14 now. All right. Give me my oxygen back. Let's see. I need to grab osmium, right? Oh yeah, that's right. I need to get rods. Let me have an extra rod. And the titanium, because we're gonna go make more. Gotta get set up zeolite and obsidian right after we do the uranium. Let's see. Oh, that's right. This is what I was going to get. I was going to fill up on water before we go. Let me take apart this osmium. We need that. I'm gonna give me an extra stack of super alloy rods. So I have the titanium. I have osmium rods, super alloy rods, iridium rods, extra super alloy rods. You know what? I'll go ahead and just take that with me. Just take all of it. And I'm going to take, like, more titanium. Take 2 extra stacks of each resource. That should be enough for probably zeolite and maybe obsidian, just well at the same time. I can't set up optimizers. $23,000 of power. Okay. Take your shortcut. Which is just climbing the mountains. Usually is. Let's get that auto crafter here. And we see all 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we can. And then I'm going to set up a chest, which I need iron for. Yeah, I should have got some iron. Oh yeah, that was one of the funny things about this area. Usually it's really hard to get some iron over here in this section. The map. And then over there in that section was our death spiral, right? Where we started just death spiraling, kept on getting knocked back and everything. Knocked out because we kept on running out of oxygen. We were lost and couldn't find anything. I was trying to not use a map. Eventually, I just started using one. Not then, but probably about, I don't know, 5, 6 episodes later. Got a little bit stuck there for some reason. Just do double checks of things. Mainly the supply deal. Make sure it's all set to supply like it's supposed to be and not demand, like I sometimes do. Alright. That's set up correctly. Okay. Go ahead and pick up some more iron for things. I'm not even sure if I can get to the zeolite in the buggy. Not with those there. Why the hell do they have to grow there? I need to fix their growth shit. Need to go around and reconfigure for drivable terrain, man. Is that ice still there? It shouldn't be still there. Okay, I think that's about as far as we go. I mean, maybe I could squeeze underneath over here. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, that's... wow. Okay. That's deeper than I thought. I thought it was just fine, you know? Shit. I forgot about how bad this little section is for zeolite. So small for things. Yeah, best I got is like right here. Oh yeah. Me, dude. Out real quick. Bring up e-binds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Caught myself. Okay, so supply zeolite. Supply. 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 Okay, zeolite supplied. This is making zeolite rods, demand and supplying zeolite rods. This is demanding zeolite. See. I have to go over here, so I have to go back over here. Let's go ahead and do sulfur next, so we can get explosive packs for our drones. Rock in the ground. That's not gonna work. Get through over on this side. Maybe if I remove this chest. Might be enough room. Yep. I don't want to put it over here. While it's thematic to put it over here, the problem is I need it closer. We can get sulfur anywhere, so we're going to make it near our base. Even though this is going to eventually lag the base, probably, with all these things that are going to be there. Let's go ahead and set up the rods as well that we just did. So first things first is I need to set this to supply the zeolite and then the uranium as well. This chest emptied. Get it all turned into rods for free. so I don't have to do it. Then our next thing is to get sulfur done. So which one of these was sulfur? The one that's different, of course. I'm gonna build it over here. It's not going that far that way then. Just gonna change sulfur around. Okay, let's go set up obsidian. There's 625 Terra tokens from selling Pulsar Quartz finally. Thought I could have swore there was an opening like right in here somewhere to get over here. Oh, it is this place right here. Okay. Now the question is can I set up obsidian here without having to be all the way in there? Is the question. What's this gonna give me? No. Okay, so we have to go in there further. Probably have to pass this arch, right? Yeah. Problem is I need like an open space like this right here to do it, really. I'm trying to like do it pretty close to the base so they don't have to travel that far, but it is what it is, unfortunately. So our base is right there. We're right here. I don't know if here is closer or over here somewhere would be closer or not. Maybe here would be good. I want to say this is closer than this over here. This is where we had set up before, so yeah, I think we're just going to set up here again. I guess not. There's so many things. Why is there so many spots I can't place stuff? Maybe because of the stuff that was on the ground. Nope, it's not that. It's something else. Yeah, it just won't let me place here. for some reason. Maybe over here more. There is something like right here. It's a whole plane that you just cannot build on, apparently. Yeah, it's right here. Something right here that doesn't allow you to build for some reason. I don't know if they wanted that there because it's like a main path or something or what. Yep, here. I can do this. Can't do that for some reason. Ow. Yeah, that's there. So this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's 5, 6, and 7. See if I can figure out some way to get another one over here somewhere, so it's close. Oh. Huh. It allowed me to place it that time. I don't know why, but it did. Okay. Well, at least I got them all placed. Now I just gotta figure out if I can get, if everything is close enough together for crafting purposes here. I don't want to snap to that, but I do want it like high up the ground a little bit. Here, I'll just snap it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Hopefully these are all in the spot to get obsidian as well. These are the two I'm worried about that are not possible to get obsidian. Okay, it looks like they are. Alright. Alright. So, supply obsidian. Mine and 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 supply obsidian. 2 more. Mine and supply obsidian, and mine and supply obsidian. Alright. Come on, game. Don't do that to me. Started to save when I was going over the little pathway, so more chance for me to fall in. Ooh, look at all the trees that just popped in. That's a rock. May have to start going around this way if those damn mushroom things are going to grow up there. Oh, come on, turn. He just would not turn left at all. Alright. Set this to distributing. Let's see, the uranium is still working on stuff. The zeolite is gone. Okay. Yeah, I need to go check on the uranium because it's taken a really long time for it to get over there. Am I either too low on drones to do this, or is it there's something wrong? Did I forget a step? Like, did I start not creating the rods? No, I have the rods being created. They're set to supply. Okay, we got drones supposed to be coming with things. I don't know. I think I have everything except for the basic resources now set up with the miners, the ore extractors, drills. Yeah, I'm just too low on drones to do anything about it. All right. So let's start trying to set up drone making. The first things first is we're going to have to set up rocket engines. How do I want to do this? So where is it getting super alloy from? Maybe from chest downstairs. I could do that. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking of what I want to do. Glass room. Okay. I think I can get this set up like I want. It's going to take me a second, though. So give me 2 microchips. Destructions. I want to see if I can put it in a single area, a single block. If I set this here, and if I set this to demand super alloy rods, I need to get rid of that chest downstairs real quick, because this is not going to work with this here. I'm also going to just take that apart as well. gonna take me a minute to figure out the logistics of how I want to do this. I wish we had a chest with a single slot in it. That's what I would love to have right now for this. I'm gonna look that up just in case I'm missing something. Let me see something. Okay. That's kind of close, but I don't think that can work. I was looking at mods to see if there is one. I don't think there is a mod for it. Storage buffer? I don't think that's what it allows containers to be set to supply and demand of the same resource. Our drone logistics includes protection for trade rockets and constructors from churning through your precious items. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, this is what I want right here. Give me just a second and I'll be right back. Gotta modify my game. This is exactly what I wanted right here. So let me manage, browse local files, bring this over here. This mod, manual download. I just don't know if this is going to mess up something, if there's going to be a deal. I don't think so. Okay. It seems to say it's going to work, but what I'm going to do real quick to make sure mod is installed, I'm going to back up my save again, just in case. App data, local low, EG games, copy C, copy C, control C, man. Planet Crafter mods, backup save, control V. There we go. All right. So the mod is installed. This mod is by Valriz. It's called Containers Plus. And one of the things it does is it adds a single slot container, which is what I want. There it is right there. Tiny storage. There's the regular storage crate. There's the golden storage, locker storage. There's the wardrobe. And then there's... Why is this here? I don't know why this is here because I'm pretty sure if I read it right, the game comes with its own media-approved vault, and so the Valorous Industry Safe Store has been retired from inventory, so this shouldn't be here. Huh. That's a little weird. Unless he's, like, joking and it is there or something. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, but this is what I want right here. Oh. Damn. I can't name it. I can't name it. It has to be named for the recycler to recognize it. I just thought about that. Shit. Yeah, well, that was kind of cool for a minute. Let me see if the mod is in here. Yeah, here it is. Tiny chest size. Enable scrolling. Yeah, unfortunately. Because that's not going to work then. I may have to freaking use tier 2 recyclers for this, which sucks. Because if this would have worked, I'm going to keep the mod, of course, because I like it. But damn, if I could, like, rename this to have a deal on it, it would have been so good. But I can't. I mean, I can pull things into this, but that doesn't help me. Well, actually, it kind of does. I just can't use... I can't use the recycler to do it, but I know what I can use to do it. Okay, so give me just a second. Rethink how I want to do this, because if we're going to do it like this... I forgot. He also changed it where you can actually stack the inventories now. Problem is does this work with the stack mod as well? Super alloy. That's what I'm looking for now. Or is it actually one item only in here, or does it stack? I mean, I could check real quick by just doing that. Okay, it stacks. So what I'm thinking about now is, like, I can do this to create a crafting room. I can just use these singles to create a crafting room and keep things pretty small, because I don't want to use too much stuff at the same time, you know. So with this, I should be able to place down a auto crafter here. And this is going to craft me rocket engines. Which I can have another tiny chest setting up on top that demands Tier 1 rocket engines. Okay. So that's the rocket engines done. If that's all going to work correctly. So circuit boards is next, which we need to get circuit boards, which is bioplastic nuggets. I need to automate. Okay, so I think 5 should be enough, right? No, it's 6 items I need, right? For circuits? Yeah, it's 6. And I'm also going to change the priority of these to high, because I want this thing to make things. I want these things full more than I want other things full right now. So this will all be done more. So to make circuit boards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I need one more chest. Let me go get this, pin this recipe to my screen so I can see. So I don't forget what it is. So we'll start with silicon. Iron. Aluminum. Nitrogen cartridge. Bioplastic nugget, which we have to automate bioplastic nuggets. Nope, that's supplying. I need to demand. I've been putting supplies in everything, haven't I? No, that's under demand. That's under demand. That's under demand. And that's under demand. Okay. Okay, so bioplastic nuggets demand and then zeolite. Which okay. Then we make another auto crafter here, which makes us circuit boards. And we supply circuit boards. Into a chest over here. This demands any circuit boards from us. And we had some already, so there we go there. So now I need to set up bioplastic nuggets as my next thing. Get rid of that, go up to the biolab. And bring up bioplastic nuggets. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm wondering if I can fit all of this into this one section. That's why I'm trying to do minimal here. I'm trying to do minimal here. I'm just, I know I already have silicon over here. I'm just going to make another demand to make sure I have enough over here, because if we're using it 2 times, we're going to need it. We need to demand water bottles. Okay. Priority for everything is set to high. Okay. Then I need another auto crafter. Here. That will make me bioplastic nuggets. And we supply bioplastic nuggets. To the chest over here that's asking for them. We don't have anything else that needs it right now. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me put this back in there. So that's bioplastic nuggets part done. And super alloy and explosive powder. So we need to make explosive powder as our next thing. I don't know if I can fit it. It's getting kind of tight here for things. In fact, I might move that over to here. I think it's an osmium meteor shower. So next is sulfur and iridium. And then an outfit chest. I'm out of osmium. I need to break down some osmium rods then. Which means I need to put down my cycler again. I'm gonna have to clean this up. This is, yeah, I went a little bit too big with things. I mean, it actually fits. It's not pretty, but it actually fits. What I need to do is I just need to line a wall with the chest that I need, instead of like trying to spread them out next to each thing. So this, make tier 2 drones. Supply them. And that should be it, right? I think. So, if I'm correct, I should have, yeah, I have things super alloy over there making rockets. This is going to take a little bit for everything to catch up. Maybe I do need another chest demanding more super alloy. Yep, there they are. So it's making it. And then, does this work? It's not pretty, but it freaking works. So I now have automated drones making. It's slow right now until everything backs up, but it works. And we can demand tier 2 drones at the highest priority. So it will always be priority to bring them in here so they go out into the world. I'm probably going to turn that off once I get to like at least 1,000. I'll at least slow down. So right now we're at like 52, right? $52 drones. So I'll check on it. I got my phone here. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn on a timer so I can check on it in an hour to see how many's in here. It just depends on how quickly the it's going to back up, you know. I can help it out if I wanted to by breaking down like super alloy rods and stuff like that. If I break down, let me just empty my inventory real quick of what I can. So if I break down like a stack of super alloy rods, that's going to make it go a whole lot quicker, I feel. Let's set everything to be supplied. I'm just going to leave it at normal priority. Let's just leave it at normal priority and see what happens. Okay. So with that, it's telling me is I need to get silicon as my next one of stuff for I need to get silicon next for making that drones. Because let me go ahead and go back down here so I can see. So super alloy we've already done. Super alloy we've already done. We could actually, once we get everything done, we could actually start crafting it and only let it craft into a single chest up there. I don't know if I can fit that though into the system. I would have to reconfigure it, but that's another way we could do it. Instead of demanding super alloy, you know, from our miners, which is actually turning it into super alloy rods for us, we can make a crafter making super alloy. We already got all this stuff set up and crafting. I might want to go ahead and set up another nitrogen cartridge just in case. All that stuff is set to highest priority, so it's going to go into there before it goes into the chest. So, yeah. I'm not sure how to prioritize. So yeah, pretty much silicon should be our next thing, and then iron. We already have uranium going, iridium going, super alloy going. So silicon, iron, aluminum is already going. Nitrogen is going with just one, but I think it's making enough to not make a difference. I might put down another one if I notice we're running out. Iridium's being making, sulfur's already being making for the explosive powder. Yeah, I think it's just silicon I'm gonna take this apart so I can actually go in there. That's interesting. Okay. Circuits, rockets, bioplastic nuggets. And bioplastic nuggets is that silicon as well? Ooh. Yes. So yeah, this recipe calls for at least 3 silicon per craft, right? So yes, silicon should be our next thing. So this is our construction thing we need. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna need 8 osmium rods per. I'm gonna go ahead and get 8 more, so we need to get to 16, so we can make iron as well, because that's our next most used thing in this craft. Iridium rods. Super alloy rods. And then titanium. Some iron. While we already have a full chest of iron, I don't want to, you know, run out. And then I need osmium. I have 6 on me, but I should probably take 1 more apart to bring with me. So let's do silicon next, since it's next. Gonna go over here. Okay. That was weird. It wouldn't let me open it for some reason. There's pulse reports. Again. Selling. Okay, so that's iron set up. So next we're going to be doing the others. Okay, so I guess we'll go do titanium next. There's only like 2 left, right? Yeah. Magnesium and cobalt. Okay. Dude, really? Why? Freaking meteors. Just trying to block my way to get in. Okay. One last thing, and that's cobalt. Nope. I thought it was a little bit too far. Making sure it's the proper blue icon and not osmium by mistake as well. Because I was just really like just looking for blue. Thank you. All right. That's pretty much everything. Just waiting on these now to empty out. I can also help it out, you know. All right. See how long it's been on the timer here. 18 minutes left. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it because I need to have lunch here in just a minute. So let's see. Almost 45 minutes. We were at 52. We're now at 79. So not bad. What is that? 27 drones in almost 45 minutes. We're about 3 minutes before 45. It's not bad. 27 drones. So probably around 45 minutes, we would have been. It'd probably been an extra 30 drones, probably. So that was a whole thing. Well, we're now down to about 3 hours before complete terraformation. Pretty much the next thing to do is to automate, and we're going to make another deal, but we're going to try and make it better. We actually might make it out here next to the trade rocket. We'll see. Is going to be pulsar quartz and its components to be made. So we're going to try and get that, start making stuff for that and stuff like that. So that can be set up and it'll just start up whenever it can. So I will see y'all later. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.